morning, folks. So that's what I've woken up to this morning. And I'm about to set off. Leave no trace. Here's my rucksack, all ready to go. And now we're gonna head up to Grisedale Tarn, then on to Patterdale, and hopefully we then head homeward bound to Ambleside. Right, let's get started. So there's the first waterfall of the morning. Seat Sandal. And you've guessed it, Grisedale Tarn. Well, I love the name of the mountain behind. Dollywaggon Pike. I'd love to know how that got its name. And then, just in the distance, I can see Ullswater. There you go, I think you can just about see it. I have my destination, Patterdale, which is towards the end of Ullswater, in sight. So the lodge was built in 1854 to do a spot of mining. I'm not quite sure what they were mining. I can see something just a little bit up there. I suspect it was in and around this area where the stream is. Good morning. I love how flat this stone is. It's more like a boulder. I wonder if it's natural. However, the other question I have, all the sheep are lying down. Does that actually mean anything? Do they know something I don't? Or was it just a wild sheep night last night? Hi guys, so I've arrived at Patterdale now, and in fact you can see St Patrick's Church behind me, and apparently there's free Wi-Fi in the church. Anyhow, we're now heading over to Ambleside, which should be the completion of our journey. I think it says about 4.5 hours or so. I'm going to take what we call the low level route, just really to keep to a time schedule that I've got. But yeah, we're going this way now. And in the distance, the White Lion. So this is the old post office, which is now closed. So we're following the public bridleway to Hot Sop, which will take us over towards Brothers Water. So just a note about the weather. Typical of the Lakelands, it was predicted to rain this morning, and of course now I've just checked the weather again and it's not going to, which is good news, but it does rain later on in the afternoon. However, I'm hoping to be in Ambleside by then and virtually finished. I can just see in the distance now, behind me that way, is Brothers Water. So yeah, that's where we're going next. I thought while I'm walking along on this section, I'd give you some reflections of what I think of this long distance route. So yes, the tour of the Lake District, 90 miles, there or thereabouts. I've enjoyed it. I have a little bit of mixed feelings, partly because the route is almost like it can't make its mind up of where it's going. I think I would have preferred a more circular route. It's a little bit, it's hard to describe, kind of. Yeah, it kind of goes back on itself in a few places, or near enough. However, that gives you the option to change it and make it fit as you want. And in actual fact, I think that's possibly would have been a better thing to do, because in the actual guidebook, it presents lots of alternative routes. And I think they would have been better sticking to one route and kind of leaving it to the reader or the walker as to what they want to choose to do. anyone who's tackling this 90 miler is going to be sufficiently geared up, one would hope, to be able to make those kind of decisions if they want to go up Helvellyn or not. That said, the guidebook is very good, and it has been recently published, and I will leave the description of the book in the actual description below the video. One thing to be very clear of is there's no signage. Other than signage based on other walks like the Cumbria Way and also the Coast to Coast, which they do pick up on, yeah, there's no signage for the tour of the Lake District. So you need to be confident. You can't just rely on the guidebook. You do need a good map as well, I would say. I've used a combination of the Harvey's map and an app as well, which again I'll put the details in the description. Yeah, and in certain parts of the walk it is very challenging, so you definitely need that confidence just to know what you're doing. That said, I've enjoyed the mixture of the different terrain that we come across. So I've found some mountains that I've not done before that are not Wainwrights, and I'm now enjoying this section. It's more gentle setting. I'm coming up to a waterfall now that again I didn't know that existed, and I will obviously share that with you shortly. So it's Scandale Pass for us. So last crawl uphill of the tour for me. Hopefully anyhow. Oh, I'm feeling it now. I've just got a little bit, well, about another half a hill to go, I would say. So how is it the last climb always seems to be the long climb? It's not really, it just feels that way. And then I can feel the clouds of darkness gathering. I'm sure it's going to rain. Hopefully not before I get to Ambleside. So I've just come over the ridge line there, and I'm now on the downward path heading to Ambleside, and I can just see in the distance Windermere Lake, and I've not managed to beat the clouds of darkness. It is raining, of course, it is the Lake District. Right, homeward bound. So the good news is it stopped raining and I for sure can see Windermere now. Hurrah! Hi guys, finally in Ambleside. However, the rain's caught up with me, so I'm making this fairly quick. Thanks for joining me on this journey. I hope you've enjoyed it, because I certainly have. So, if you can, please subscribe, share with friends and family, and thumbs up for the ducks. See you on the next one. Bye for now.